Reports made an Aaron Donald comeback sound like a done deal weeks ago, but his own head coach just admitted he genuinely doesn't know what's happening. Stick around, because this update completely changes the timeline on one of the most anticipated returns in football. Welcome back to the channel covering the biggest stories in the NFL. Hit subscribe now and smash that like button before we dive in, because today we're breaking down some genuinely surprising honesty from Sean McVay. Back at the start of August, multiple NFL reporters made it sound like a near certainty that Aaron Donald would eventually confirm he's coming out of retirement to rejoin the Rams' active roster for the 2026 season. But Donald still hasn't publicly confirmed anything, even after Lowe's Angels wrapped up their preseason with a 2018 win over the Chargers this past Thursday night. Following that victory, head coach Sean McVay suggested he genuinely doesn't know what Donald's actual intentions are at this point. Speaking with reporters, McVay admitted that all of it is still up in the air, wishing he could offer more clarity, but explaining that the team's real focus right now is simply on the football team they currently have. That kind of comment could suggest McVay is getting at least a little frustrated about not knowing whether Donald will actually be part of the 53-man roster before Sunday's 6 p.m. Eastern deadline. That said, McVay had previously acknowledged that the Rams already have separate roster plans in place, both with and without Donald included, meaning this uncertainty hasn't caught the front office off guard. It sounds like Donald may still need to complete additional workouts before making a final call on his availability, and the Rams appear genuinely comfortable letting him take his time through that entire process rather than pushing for an immediate answer. McVay made the team's stance clear, saying Donald knows that if he wants to make this comeback happen, the Rams absolutely want to entertain that possibility and figure it out together, and that's really where things currently stand. Donald's legacy speaks for itself. A three-time Defensive Player of the Year, he's widely considered one of the greatest defensive players in NFL history. But at 35 years old, and having not played a single game since retiring back in March 2024, it makes complete sense that he wants to be absolutely certain he's ready to put himself through everything that comes with a full, grueling NFL season again. There's also an interesting theory floating around regarding the timing of any potential return. Some believe Donald may not want to travel internationally for the Rams' regular season opener against the rival 49ers in Melbourne, Australia, on September 10th. Under that theory, he could open the season on the physically unable to perform list, and instead make his return in Week 2 at home against the New York Giants on September 21st, avoiding the long international trip while still getting back onto the field relatively early in the season. Do you think Aaron Donald actually makes his comeback happen this season? Drop your take in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to see this discussion take off. That's our full breakdown of the latest update on a potential Aaron Donald comeback. Few storylines in the league right now carry this much intrigue, and it sounds like even the Rams themselves are still waiting for an answer. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for watching through. It genuinely helps this channel grow more than you'd think. Hit that like button right now if you enjoyed this breakdown. Subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss our Rams coverage, and drop a comment letting me know if you think Donald returns this season. We've got a lot more NFL breakdowns coming very soon, so stay subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.